The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 285 of your daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is the Fulton's Day of the Dead playing cards from Ace Fulton Casino. So, with no further ado, let's take a look and see what we get. Here we have the Fulton's Day of the Dead playing cards here, and these already are open. So we see it's in a matte gray finish tuck box with a little bit of glossiness over top, or more of like a matte kind, or more like a satin kind of gloss, because there's a little bit shiny there. It says Fulton's Day of the Dead, and you kind of got a little like fence kind of design here, like a fence doorway gate. Then you kind of got a little cemetery kind of vibe here with a little fence there in the background. You got the little building there where like, the skeletons are coming out. It says Fulton's. Got two pumpkins over there. For the like it's like a black and white kind of gray kind of tuck box. But then you got like the two pumpkins there for a little bit of color. Then on the side, the image just kind of wraps around the tuck box and onto the back. And then on the other side, it says Fulton's, and then you kind of got a skull with wings on either side. And on the bottom, it says Fulton, Fulton's Playing Cards 2021. So these came out in 2021, designed by Jeff Trish, made in the United States. And you got the Fulton's like logo there, and distributed by Art of Play. So these were from Ace Fulton, but like distributed by Art of Play. Or you can get them on either side, either Art of Play and Ace Fulton's website. And then for the image here, you got like the little like doorway there, building that they're coming out of. And then you kind of got a little skeleton there. You got the tree there with a pinata, and it's kind of like a little celebration or birthday party or some, I guess not really a birthday party, but a little celebration where they have a pinata, you know, in the graveyard there because you can see all the tombstones. And then for that seal, you kind of got a circle. It's kind of a black and orange circle seal with a little skeleton there. And on the top, it says Fulton's there. On the tuck flap, it's got a little bit of quote. Oh, you got a little quote. It says, "We return." I don't know if I can read that whole thing or not. Let me see if I can peel that back a little bit. And we can. It says, "We return to see everything as it was, infinitely beautiful." Quote there. And on the two inner tuck flaps, you just got a little oval design with a little black and orange oval design with a little skeleton in it. And if we take the cards out of the box, on the inside tuck box, it is just plain white. Nothing too crazy going on inside there. Now that we took a look at the tuck box, now we take a look at the cards. At first, we'll start with that back design. Here we have a pretty intricate back design with pretty much as a standard white border around. Here, and we're going to zoom in so we can kind of see this intricate back design. Here, and it is mirrored. So at the in the middle here, you got a little gate, a little fence there with a little skull and some wings. And then you got the skeletons there with the camera. They're filming like a little movie scene or something. So you got a skeleton on like a little skeleton horse there. And then you kind of got a little skeleton in a dress and some flowers are up there. Then it's at nighttime. So it's a lot of work going on, and it is in a black and white kind of like colorway. A pretty detailed back design. And if you flip it over, it's the same design in both directions. Now for the cards you get with the deck. Here we start with the first Joker. It says Joker, Joker there. And then you got the little skeleton horse down there. And then you got the skeleton on the cross. And then there's some like bats there in the background and a few rocks down at the bottom there. And then you got two identical Jokers there. So the second Joker is identical. And then for the two extra cards, here you get two little art cards. So we'll start with the one that we've seen already. This was on the back of the tuck box. Then playing pinata there. Then you got a second one, which is kind of like a little mariachi band and a little skeleton dancing there in the graveyard. And you kind of got a little church kind of building behind it. And I just dropped half the cards. So let me just pick those up. Okay, now that I pick those up, you can see the custom ace of spades. You got that nice big spade there. We got the skeleton like skull there with like the hat on there. A few little bones in there. This is the Fulton Playing Card Co. And you got custom numbers and pips there, like in the corners. And then the rest of the spades are custom. It's more like that kind of like sketch design. It has that like kind of like, oh, I forget what that crosshatch kind of design to it, like a cross hatching, kind of like hand drawn design again, sketch design that goes through the rest of the spades there. Then you get to the court cards, the Jack, Queen, and King of spades. It's a the standard color, just in like a gold and orange and black kind of colorway. Gold and black, a gold and orange colorway there, and that might be a little metallic, but maybe not. I don't think, no, maybe there's not a metallic ink on it, no. Just like an orange and kind of goldish design. And then for the diamonds here, they're got the custom diamond pips, more like a square design with the hatch, like sketch design to it again. And then the court cards are just standard, just in that kind of gold, black, and orange kind of colorway. Same thing for the clubs here, black, gold, and orange colorway, standard court cards. And then you got that kind of like hatch design there, once again, like the hand drawn kind of like design for the clubs. And the same thing for the hearts. You got kind of got that like hatch design, and there's like the standard and the custom hearts, more in a more orangey kind of colorway. And then the court card, Jack, Queen, and King of Hearts, fully standard, just in that orange and black and gold kind of colorway. Well, now that we took a look at the cards, time to test the handling. And first, we'll start with the springs. And these are still pretty new. Like they were open, like the box was open, but they weren't really like used that much, so they're still pretty new. And I gotta say, these are definitely a thin crushed stock, because these cards like bend and flex so easy. They almost flex too much. They almost want to fly out of my hands. What they make for some nice smooth and definitely a faster type of spring. They're not bad springs, pretty smooth. No? They're definitely flexible though. They got like this huge flex to it. Super easy to spring. Now onto the fans. Well, as you can see, they spread pretty evenly. You can see most of the pips and numbers. No real stickiness or clumpiness to the cards. Pretty smooth. Now onto the Pharaoh. Pretty super smooth Pharaoh there. And locked away nicely. Now for the giant fan of that back design. Now for the reverse Pharaoh. And they did not reverse Pharaoh at all, like really good at all. Either slide and push them together once again. And they interlocked, not great at all. Now for the giant fan of the faces. And now time for the riffle shuffle or bridge shuffle. Well, they still have pretty nice riffle shuffle though, not bad. They're definitely not the smoothest riffle shovels that I've seen, but they still work. They can still be shoveled. You definitely have to break these in and use them a bit for them to get like broken in. I just did like a bunch there, and they're getting a little bit more smoother, so not too bad. They're definitely not like 100% perfect, but pretty decent. But now time for the packet cuts. Well, the packet cuts were pretty decent. Not overly slippery. Just the right amount of packiness to them, I guess. Okay, I guess they're a little bit slippery when I do the worm, but other than that, pretty nice. Now move right on to the one-handed cut, or serrated cut. Now time for the dribble. And pretty decent dribbles. They're definitely better with the back design facing up, because they're more slippery with the faces up. You got a little bit less grip, but you can still dribble them this way. Just have a little bit less grip. As you can see, they're a little bit slidey, but they still work. You just gotta like have a little bit more grip on them. But now time for that spread fan. And lastly, spread the cards on the table. Well, guys, this has been a pretty fun deck. We'll start with the back down here. You got that pretty intricate back design that we took a look at. There's definitely a lot going on there. You guys have to like stare at it for a while to get the full look of it. And the cards are even slippery when they're just a single card in my hand. Well, pretty nice and intricate back design, well designed there. And then you got the custom faces there, fully custom faces. There was that kind of cross hatch design there for the core card, or the faces there. And then you got the court cards, which aren't really fully custom, but they're just a swapped colorway of the courts. There's that like orange and gold kind of colorway. Not bad. So it's more like a Halloween vibe deck. Overall, fantastic design for the handling, which you saw, which was okay. The cards are definitely like a thinner crushed stock, because when I spring them, they feel really flexible and bendy. But overall, pretty smooth everywhere. So, with that being said, fantastic design, fantastic handling, and I hope you enjoyed. This has been day 285 of your daily deck review. This has been the Fulton's Day of the Dead from Fulton's Playing Cards, and I'm the Canadian Card Collector, signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!